Right, this morning I'm going to sow some pea shoots. This is my second sowing, and the peas I'll be using are Oregon sugar pod. Now, Oregon sugar pod, any sugar type pea and any snow type pea have more leaves, so they're ideal for sowing as pea shoots. So I've got one of my wicking pots here. It's been slightly dampened and I've filled up the reservoir with water. So now I'm going to take this pack of peas, and all I'm going to do is to sprinkle them, all of them, over the top of the compost. Now there's approximately 250 peas in here, and I've used all of those in this bucket. Don't worry too much about the spacing. If you can get them nice and even, all well and good, but it's not going to really make much difference. So I'll just press them down a little bit into the compost, like so. So I've now sown those. So I'm going to get some nice compost and add it over the top, like so. Then I'm going to pack it down just gently. Well, that's it. I've now just sown some sugar snap peas ready for some pea shoots. All I've got to do now is to water this bucket. Like I say, I've filled up the reservoir with water. I'm just going to put a little bit of water over the top to get the peas started. So that's stage one. So let's move this out of the way. Now, just like Blue Peter, here are the peas that I actually sowed these peas in mid-February, and they're a good sort of 6 inches tall. Let's have a look at my ruler. So what we got, 15 centimetres, so that's about 6 inches. And so now it's time to harvest. Now the thing with, before I do that, if I turn this round, I don't know whether you can see here, I harvested some of these peas a couple of weeks ago. And the thing you must remember is to leave one shoot on. And if you notice here, hopefully you can see, where the leaf joint, let's see what I see on the through the camera lens, there's a leaf joint there, and you can see the new growth coming. So the important thing to remember is cut back your peas, leaving at least one shoot or one leaf section behind, and then they will start growing again. So all I'm going to do now is take a pair of scissors and make a little bag to put some in. I'll start cutting these down. Now I don't want to be too mad with them, I'm just going to start cutting gently, because this is the first time I've made these, used these peas. So make sure you cut and leave. There we are, some nice pea shoots. And if you feel a bit peckish, you can just eat them as you go. Now, I've got this large bucket here, but there's nothing stopping you having a small pot of peas on the windowsill indoors at home and just grow them, cut them back, let them grow again, cut them back until the peas have exhausted themselves. So what I'm doing now is just going round and cutting off my pea shoots and leaving a little bit of pea and the leaf behind, and that will carry on growing. And I sowed these peas exactly the same way as I've showed you this morning. So I'm just going round cutting these, and then you can just wash them and sprinkle them in with your salad items, or you can add them to a stir fry. Just melt a little bit of butter or whatever you want to cook them in, and they'll only take a couple of minutes, or not even that, a few seconds, just to wilt. That's all you want to do really, is to wilt them. So that's it. So I've got a nice bag of pea shoots that I'm going to take home, and I'm going to have some fish cakes today. So I'm just going to make the fish cakes, and I'll stir fry these leaves just gently and serve them with the fish cake. Because fish cakes have got 50% fish and 50% potato, that's what we'll have. We'll just have the fish cake with these nice peas. So if we look in here, we've got a pea shoot left on these stems. If there's no pea shoot, if there's no stem left with a leaf on it, it won't continue to grow. So be very careful when you cut them back, like so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.